So just with my body heat, we're about 15 degrees Celsius, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I've just turned on the bar. This is the 80 watt version, and it's on full because even when it's on a low heat, it's still going to use that many watts, 70 to 80. So I may as well have it on full. I'm going to leave it on for about 10-20 minutes and see the results on the thermometer, which is by where I will be resting my head at night. And then I'm going to try use a fan to blow the heat it radiates, if any, if it doesn't actually heat up anything. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, or we'll just see how much it increases even if it does heat up. So it's only been a few minutes, but the bar itself is now hot to touch. You would burn if you held that on there. I feel a little bit of heat under, a little bit over now actually, before I wasn't. So it's promising. I do feel like the fan is needed to help spread it about a lot quicker because it's not very strong. But yeah, it's hot. It's definitely hot. It'll make a good drying rack. If you've got any socks and that, put them around. Maybe not on top. I don't know if it's I think they're water resistant but not waterproof, so you don't want to drench the thing. But yeah, I'll get back to you in a bit and we'll check the temperature. Okay, so it's definitely pretty hot. I can feel it radiating about there, and then really radiating down there. But it's used a bit of power, down to 92 from 100%, with 3 hours remaining. And the temperature, I can't say is too different. Let me get a clear view. It's barely gone up. It's gone up, but it's barely gone up. So I'm gonna try this now. Portable fan. Might need to plug it in as well, and we'll see. Just trying to feel if that is making any immediate difference. Not particularly. So I've just got to find a good way to do this basically. I'm gonna try different angles, set it up, and get back to you. So I've gone for this setup. It's mixing with the cold air, so off of the fan is not hot or even warm, it's just cool. It's not cold, but it's cool. There is still a nice bit of heat, so if I show you it, you can feel it here, 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 and then, I don't know how big that is, probably like 4 inches maybe. Above it, it starts dissipating. But if we look here, we are actually at 20 degrees now, which is lovely. But this could also be a combo of me being in here for a while. I don't think so, because I've been in here for a while and it was at 15. But if the fan has helped this or not is another question. So my fan's literally just died. It's been here. It's been about 20 minutes since it was last on. So we're gonna see how much this drops by now without the heater, without the fan even. I'm even gonna pop outside quickly, so it might drop a little bit, and then come back, check the thermometer, see if it's gone down, see if it stayed the same, see if it's gone up, and then I'll turn it off and see how long we can retain the heat. It is about 12 degrees outside, so this would be really nice if you're like frozen. Nice little hand warmer. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I do have all my windows shut. There's enough ventilation through the cracks and all that. So this might be a whole different story if you have your window cracked open. Let's have a look here. We're going down a bit, but we're near 20, which is alright. So we will give it some more time. I'll give it another 10 minutes and then I'll turn it off. Okay, so I've given it 10 minutes and let's have a look. Oh, it's holding. It is holding. I can actually feel the coolness around here, but it's still nice and warm by the bar. So I am going to turn this off. I'm going to do it here first and then at my plug. So look what this is doing. So we've lost 25%. It's been on for over half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. So we're just going to turn that off, unplug it. Turn the jackery off, doing that right now. This is the 300 plus, by the way. It's got about 288 watt hours for reference. And we will give it another 10 minutes, maybe 20 for a better view. Another quick thing to mention is this is just turned off, but it's still radiating its heat, which is really good. So it's been in 15 minutes. And we're kind of back down where we started, but that's without me in the back. So I'd say that's pretty good. It's nice and toasty. I'll come back in a few hours with the window open and see what happens. Right, so I've had both windows cracked for a couple hours now. Just a little crack on each side. We'll go in and see how it is. So we're back in. It looks like it's gone back down to 15. It's 12 degrees outside, so it's not really maintained its heat it had over a couple hours. But now I'm going to test it again with the windows cracked and see if we get a rise in temperature. And I'm not going to use the fan at all this time. Okay, we're back in. We are on 75%. So let's turn this on. Turns out I won't be able to test tonight with a cold temperature because it's going to be 12 all night, so it's not going to really do much. But it'll be interesting to see if we get any heat from that. So I'm going to give it 30 minutes and just cozy up for a bit. And we'll see how much battery it used and what the temperature is like. And we are back. It's been 30 minutes since that last little bit. So let's check the power. It's about 75%. We're down almost 15%. Check this. Unfortunately, it's not changed, but it's not gone down. So, all in all, no, it's probably not useful. I do think the fan helps, and it does give off a heat. So, to take off the cold is probably good enough. Using it as like a dryer would be good, or if you've got those dehumidifiers that are reusable, place them here, that would dry them out nicely, I'm sure. And yeah, you can warm your hands up at least. But I need to recharge the fan and then I can try it again with that, but yeah, unfortunately not too great. We'll try it one last time with a fan blowing it around. Right, it's been about 30 minutes, just this moment of truth. One more power check. Okay, losing. And over here, I'll have to compare that. I think it's gone up, which is good. The fan definitely helps, even if it's just cold air, it's pushing it about more. So I will compare now and we'll see. Yeah, after a quick check, I'd say the fan does help. It does a few degrees, but it means 20 is perfect in here. So run that for half an hour before bed with a fan blowing it around, maybe even a bigger one or two, and you'll be a nice 5 degrees higher than you started at, maybe 4. And that might just be enough to help you get to sleep. I've also got an electric blanket, which I would run through the night after I've heated up the van a bit. And that is with the windows open, and it's taken it to that, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I was going to return it. I recommend getting it from the store if you can. So if it isn't for you, you can just return it and just open the packaging nicely, and you should be alright. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll have a few more videos of tips in the van.